This is a question that I've asked myself many times and continue to ask myself, and it continues to evolve. The more I study spirituality and spiritual path, the more I get glimpses or visions of what this would potentially look like. In my tradition, we refer to as Shambhala, which is in essence a utopian society where you have economic productivity, you have spiritual laws as opposed to man's laws that are governing the universe. Now, I'm not saying that like we should go back to the Torah or you know, Islamic traditions, but we can understand that if we model our legal system and if we model various systems based on either permaculture design, like natural systems, or sacred systems, like universal Kabbalah or other, you know, sacred teachings, that we would be in a much better place, and that our country and our time and our labor and our whole experience wouldn't necessarily be about extracting wealth from people, but about giving wealth to people. We would understand that all our needs are met. We would plant seeds in dirt, in fertile soil, and these seeds would sprout and grow and become trees of life that would feed the children with fruits from the trees of life. And I see, you know, housing being built out of sustainable materials. I see various aspects of trade, you know, free trade and responsible trade happening all over the world. I see us getting away from fiat currencies and away from giving our assets away to large corporations to manage or mismanage our money. I see us getting back to more personal sovereignty and personal fiscal responsibility, rather than saying, oh, you know, the government will take care of me or my corporation will take care of me, whatever, but learning how to really take care of yourself. And what does that even really mean, taking care of yourself? You know, we have 4 essential needs: food, water, shelter, and love. And if we could base our experience on the fact of making sure that everybody has those 4 basic needs, you know, we can leverage the for-profit sector to create non-profit activity to stimulate those who might not have access to those 4 elements. And that's the whole reason that, you know, the for-profit industry, or I should say philanthropy, was born out of the for-profit industry, was to balance the scales a little bit, you know. But even then, it's like various institutions like the UN, etc., even if they're stimulating things economically, they're not necessarily creating sustainability. Dropping food, you know, and probably not the best food at that, on various starving, you know, countries, creates dependency, codependency. So rather than creating codependency, it's about independence within oneself, within one's family, or even independence within oneself, but then it's not codependence, but interdependence between one's family, friends, community, businesses, etc. If trillions of dollars a year were going into sustainable agriculture, renewable fuels, green technology, green building, helping to educate people about health and wellness rather than creating a multi-trillion-dollar sick care industry, you know, these are kind of the things that we would see happening in a greener society, or in Shambhala. You know, it goes deep. I mean, how deep do you want it to go? The story of creation in the book of Genesis, the word used is Adam, and Adam is actually a Hebrew word that means many. So in the garden, the many were together as one, and that's what we would see happening again in this heaven on earth that we are actively creating. And we say, so it is, in the name of the Most High and all the holy names of God.